Jayam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajagasarya Stotra Sutta Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridasa Ki Jai Thanks to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sriva Sadi Gaura Bhakti Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shyama Radha Giri Gaurada Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadu Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Pema All glorious assembly All glorious assembly All glorious assembled devotees All glory to Sri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga Namo Vishnu Pade Krishna Krishna Narayanam Namaskritya Narachaiva Narottam Divyam Saraswati Vyasa Tato Jayam Vadhiraya Nashtapraya Sabadesa Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavati Vasudevaya Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshulam Nitam Dhira Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mayur Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamaya Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapada Kamala Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunattam Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakhavitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Kesavani Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchoko Paturu Vyasta Kripa Sandhuvevasa Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 14, The Ideal Family Life. Text number 2. Sri Narada Uvacha Grihesva Vastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarapanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Uvacha Grihesva Vastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarapanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Shri Narada Uvacha Grihesva Vastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarapanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim
Sri Narada Vacha Griheshva Avastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarpanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Vacha Griheshva Avastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarpanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Vacha Griheshva Avastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarpanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Uvacha Griheshva Avastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarapanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Uvacha Griheshva Avastito Rajan Kriya Kurvan Yato Chitam Vasudevarapanam Sakshad Upasita Mahamunim Sri Narada Uvacha. Sri Narada Muni replied, Griheshu, at home, Abhashtataha, stay. A householder generally stays at home with his wife and children. Rajan, O king, Kriyaha, activities, kurvan, performing, 𝐤𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐬, suitable as instructed by the Guru and Shastra. Vasudeva, unto Lord Vasudeva, Arpanam, dedicating, Sakshat, directly, Upasita, should worship, Mahamuni, the great devotees. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhakti Swami Ki. Narada Muni replied, "My dear king, those who stay at home as householders must act to earn their livelihood, and instead of trying to enjoy the result of their work themselves, they should offer this result to Krishna, Vasudeva. How to satisfy Vasudeva in this life can be perfectly understood through the association of great devotees of the Lord." This is the purport. The format for Grihastha life should be dedication to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 6, text 1, it is said, "Anashita karma phalam karyam karma karotija sasanyasi cha yogicha na niragirina cha kriyaha." One who is unattached to the fruits of his work and who works as he is obligated is the renouncer of life, and he is a true mystic, not he who lights no fire and performs no work. Whether one acts as a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, or sannyasi, he must act only for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. This should be the principle for everyone's life. Narada Muni has already described the principles of life with brahmachari, vanaprastha, and sannyasi, and now he is describing how a grihastha should live. The basic principle is to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The science of satisfying the Supreme Lord can be learned as described here. Sakshat Upashita Mahamunin. The word Mahamunin refers to great saintly persons or devotees. Saintly persons are generally known as munis or thoughtful philosophers concerned with transcendental subject matters. Mahamunin refers to those who have not only thoroughly studied the goal of life, but who are actually engaged in satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. These persons are known as devotees. Unless one associates with devotees, one cannot learn the science of Vasudeva Arpana, or dedicating one's life to Vasudeva Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In India, the principles of this science were followed strictly. Even 50 years ago, I saw that in the villages of Bengal and the suburbs of Calcutta, people engaged in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam daily when all the activities ended, or at least in the evening before going to bed. Everyone should hear the Bhagavatam. Bhagavata classes were held in every village, and those people had the advantage of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes everything about the aim of life, liberation or salvation. This will be clearly explained in the next verses. So the Prabhupada 𝐾𝐻. This is a response from Narada Muni to Maharaj Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira Maharaj asked this question to Narada Muni. The brahmacharis, vanaprasthas, sannyasis, they are making advancement because they are engaged in spiritual activities fully. So what about we householders who stays in the house? Is there a chance for us to make advancement? Or being a householder, there is no chance for advancement? Can you tell this one? Can you change it to Krishna or something? You can put Krishna there or something. You don't have Krishna there. Yeah, you can put Krishna. I want to see something better. So Lord Muni started to answer the question by quoting this verse. So Narada Muni replied, Narada Sri Narada Vacha. He's speaking to Maharaj Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira Maharaj is a devotee. Not just a devotee, he's an eternal associate of Krishna. His position, the Pandava's position, is most exalted. And Hanumanji spoke about them to Narada Muni. Narada Muni was traveling, trying to find devotees. He went through so many levels of devotees. So Narada Muni came to Hanuman. Hanuman told him, you are eternal brahmachari. I am eternal brahmachari, Hanuman. The Kumaras are eternal brahmacharis. But let me tell you, the Pandavas are superior to all of us. Narada Muni is a Muni. The Prophet said he is a devotee. Householder is superior to me? Hanuman said yes. Yes. So you, Narada, who do you worship? Narayana. Okay, yeah, I worship Narayana. Me, Hanuman, whom do I worship? Ramchandra. Oh, I see. Prahlad Maharaj, who you worship? Not the same here. The Kumaras, whom did they worship? Narayana. The Pandavas, whom did they worship? Krishna. So who is superior? Who is superior? Those who worship the expansions of Krishna or those who worship Krishna himself?
Those who worship Krishna.
So the Pandavas are superior. He continued, he didn't stop there, he continued. He said the Pandavas, Lord Krishna put them into a lot of challenges. What was he doing? He was advertising the level of Pandavas' tolerance. Level of their tolerance. Krishna showed the level of their tolerance through the limitless challenges he gave to them. We don't have that. From the beginning to the end, a lot of difficulties. They didn't complain. Their consciousness never shifted, even for a moment. Never. They were fixed on Krishna. And there are many sages who are in the forest doing heavy austerities. But Krishna didn't go to them. Krishna came and stayed with the Pandavas. I refused to go back to Dwarka. People have gone to the forest to go and look for Krishna. Krishna had left them to come and stay in the palace with the Pandavas. So, of all the devotees, the gopis are most close to Krishna. The second persons who are close to Krishna after the gopis are the Pandavas. So you go to the Pandavas and you see their devotion. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking this question not for himself. He's asking question for us. That is the nature of devotees. Devotees are selfless. They are selfless. They are very concerned about the welfare of other beings. That is devotee. For themselves, they don't remember, but they remember the welfare of everyone. That's devotees. So he's asking this question, and Narada said, those who stay at home as householders have chance to make advancement like the remaining ashrams. First of all, you said Grihastha ashrama. Ashrama means spiritual, not material, the spiritual. Because it is designed for making advancement in Krishna consciousness. By involving ourselves in material activities and at the same time making advancement in Krishna consciousness. So Narmani said, those who stay at home as householders must act to earn their livelihood. These days we see so many householders have no job, have no house. and they are getting married. That is punishment. They are not householders. It is punishment. Or some are engaged in illegal business. That the Buddha said illegal money should not be used in serving Krishna. But those who earn their money legally, with that honest money, they can use it to serve Lord Krishna. And instead of trying to enjoy the result of their work, the money themselves, they should offer this result to Krishna, Vasudeva. How to satisfy Vasudeva in this life can be perfectly understood through the association of great devotees of the Lord. See, Hundred Muni has perfectly explained everything. Therefore, the householders will invite the sadhus to the house. And here, how to perfect one's life, how to perfect one's life, one who is busy in material activities. How do we put Krishna inside that activity to make it spiritual? So if you look very carefully, you will see that Krishna does not leave anyone behind. He has perfectly made the arrangement for everyone. Everyone has a place in Krishna consciousness. Everyone. Except we have decided not to take advantage of what Krishna has arranged. That is a different thing. But the truth is that Krishna have made perfect arrangement for everyone to become Krishna conscious from any level. From any level. There is no one who cannot chant Krishna. Even those who cannot pronounce Krishna, the different tongues, there are many tongues that cannot pronounce Krishna, and some tongues doesn't have some of the alphabet. Hare Krishna.
Chinese.
But you see that the Chinese devotees, if you go to Mayapur, they are more than 100 devotees now. There is no temple there. They are more addicted to Krishna than places who have many temples. 2019, before the COVID started, 2019, every morning, this morning prasadam was sponsored by Chinese.
I remember.
This afternoon lunch prasadam is sponsored by Chinese. And the whole 9 days of Navadi Parikrama, every day Chinese. Throughout the whole 9 days, Chinese. Chinese devotees. There is no temple there. Krishna is expanding. Why? He is our Supreme Father. He cares for us. So he has made arrangement. And because most of us doesn't have the interest or the fortune to search for Krishna, the devotees of Krishna will stimulate our interest. The devotees of Krishna, their business is to stimulate our Krishna consciousness. One way or other. So you see that they are taking a lot of risk. There are many varieties of risk. The sadhus are taking to travel many places. Heavy risk. The risk of being criticized, blasphemed, and crucified, even killed. The risk of trying to help devotees by saying something which should not be said. Devotees are taking risks in saying all these things because they want to stimulate our mind to take to Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada quoted this verse from 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Anashrita karma phalam. Karyam karma karutiya sa sannyasi cha yogi cha na niragniri na cha kriya. One who is unattached to the fruit of his work and who works as is obligated is in the renounced order of life, and he is the true mystic, not he who light no fire. What is that? He who light no fire and performs no work. What is that? Light no fire.
Traditional sannyasi should not light fire.
It's not light.
Should not cook, or he should not cook for himself. He should rather.
You see, this is Bhagavad Gita. This is our scripture. Krishna is saying here, Na Niragniri. He doesn't light fire. One who does not light fire. Krishna is saying one who does not light fire is not a devotee. Not not the one who light fire. No, yes. Not the one who does not light. One who light fire is a devotee. The one who does not light fire is not a devotee. That's what Krishna is saying. So what does it mean? Like I saying, in the civilized culture, a muni should always perform yajna for purification. In this sense, Krishna is saying one who does not perform activity for Krishna, one who does not do devotional service, is not a devotee. This is what Krishna is saying in this verse. One who does not do devotional service is not a devotee. You can go to the forest and do whatever you want to do there, but Krishna is saying, I'm not a devotee. This is what he says in this verse. One who does not light fire, he is not, and not performs no work, no devotion, not a devotee. We can do our meditation, we can do whatever you want to do, but you want not a devotee in the name of renunciation. In the name of renunciation, renunciation does not mean no activity. In the beginning, Arjuna was thinking like that. Oh, thank you, Krishna. Now I can go to the forest. I didn't want to fight. You asked me to fight. Well, now you are speaking. Oh, very good. I can go to the forest. Krishna said that is not the meaning of renunciation. Renunciation does not mean no activity. Generally, that is the understanding. Renunciation means you are free from activity. Then you go and sit down and do meditation. That is activity. Meditation is activity. And your breathing is an activity. And by doing that, we are killing so many entities. So they are not free from sinful activities. But a devotee who is engaged in Krishna consciousness, he has no sin. And is not performing activity. Because activity does not produce negative result. So there is no activity for a devotee. That's what it means. Wrong understanding is that no activity. You can sit down silently and do japa and practice silence. Don't talk to anybody. Prahlad Maharaj condemned it. Condemned it. This is selfishness. That is useless. I don't want to be like this. On the second day, I was happy with him. I don't want to be like, see these selfish people here sitting here practicing silence. They don't want to talk. I want to talk Krishna consciousness the whole day and night. And Prabhupada said that is silence. So to be silent means to speak about Krishna only and nothing else. Therefore, whether one acts as a brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha or sannyasi, he must act only for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva, Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. This should be the principle for everyone's life. We are not allowed, we are not given permission here to do anything else which is not Krishna conscious activities. There is no space here for that. No human being is given chance here to do anything which is not Krishna conscious. Anything which is not going to draw us closer to Krishna. Anything which will not draw us closer to Krishna is condemned. So Prabhupada said, the principle is what? One must act only for the satisfaction of Krishna. So this is our protection, our shelter. The instructions from the sadhus, which is given in a sastra by Lord Krishna. The gurus have to make it relevant. They have to make it meaningful. They have to make it available for us. We should not do anything which is not for Krishna's satisfaction. If you look at the life of pure devotees, this is what you see. Their life is centered within Krishna's activities. Anything which is not for Krishna, you don't see a pure devotee there. This is how you know a pure devotee. He does not have any materialistic activities. Whatever he does, he is doing it for creating opportunity for people to take to Krishna consciousness. So Bhakti I cook meat for people. He cook meat for people to come and hear Krishna consciousness. Yes, he did.
Brahman. He's a Brahman by birth.
Bhakti Saraswati, Brahman. It's Nitya Siddha. Who is Brahman? Nitya Siddha. Who is Brahman? Brahman is here, the material world. Prabhupada said is Vaikuntha man, not Brahmana. Cook meat. People to come and hear Krishna Katha. He rolls cigarette for people to smoke so they can complete the temple in 3 months. He wanted to do the temple. It's an anxiety. Alaranath temple in Jagannath.
Can we imitate that, Maharaj? Can we imitate that? Can we imitate that?
No. Because you don't have his quality. You cannot. We simply follow him. Okay? We should follow him, not imitate. Rupa Goswami recommend native devotion. To worship Krishna perfectly, we should do Ganesh worship. Ganesh. And In Nigeria, one temple president, he put Ganesh in his altar. When Gurudev came, they say, remove, take him out. I in the scripture, Rupa Goswami said, but take him out. That is what Rupa Goswami said, but you put him there to worship, to give you material things, not for Krishna. So we can do like that. But the pure devotees, they will see our intention. They will see our intention if we do anything. They see, and they will address it. That is their duty. Here, properly speaking, the principle should be that a brahmachari, a grihastha, vanaprastha, or sannyasi, the principle is that all our activities should be for Krishna's satisfaction. If it is not for Krishna's satisfaction, it is our own activity, not Krishna conscious activities. Even if you put label Bhakti. I remember I visited one temple and I told the devotees, International Society for Christian Consciousness is boldly, but I told this is not ISKCON. But your activity doesn't show, it doesn't reflect ISKCON. You are using ISKCON as a bait. You can collect money and live a good life. This is not ISKCON. Look at the activities. This is Hindu cult, not ISKCON. I said that to them. Whether they like it or not, but I said that, which is true. This should be the principle for everyone's life. Narada Muni has already described the principles of life for a brahmachari, vanaprastha, sannyasi, and now he is describing how a grihastha should live. The basic principle is to satisfy the supreme personality of Godhead. How should I live his life? It is in the translation and properly saying here. The science of satisfying the Supreme Lord can be learned as described here. Sakshat, Upashita, Maha, Muni. We cannot understand the scripture without explanation. Without explanation, we cannot understand the scriptures. So the duty of the sadhus who are truly representing Krishna, they have the blessing to transmit Krishna's mercy in a way that we can understand and apply it in our lives. The word Mahamuni refers to great saintly persons or devotees. Saintly persons are generally known as munis or thoughtful philosophers concerned with thoroughly studied the goal of life, but who are actually engaged in satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vāsudeva. And Prabhupada is speaking because he knows that there are many people who are Vedantists, but they are not Krishna's devotees. So the Muni here can mean a speculator, it can also mean the pure devotee. One who is fully engaged in Krishna consciousness. His activities are dedicated to Vāsudeva, to Krishna, the Supreme Personality. That is a pure devotee, not just a Muni who knows the philosophy, they can speak the philosophy. Like I've seen here in our movement, it's called so many speakers, there's so many wonderful speakers. But all that they are speaking is addressing our intellect, not the heart. To penetrate the heart, there is a need for potency. That is not an exercise. It's not the qualification of being an eloquent speaker or one who memorized the whole scriptures. This morning I was saying, in those days we used to have a lot of dramas every Sunday. It's part of the Sunday feast activities, drama. We perform some. And one popular one was, I didn't mention it this morning, it's the cobbler and the Brahmana. The Brahmana, he has studied the Vedas from the beginning and crossed the ocean to the other side. But he does not understand Krishna. The cobbler is not an important person in society. He's also an important person hanging in the street to wash people's shoes. You're not a very high class profession. But he has full understanding about Krishna just by hearing. This Brahmana has studied the whole Vedas. It's not easy. We're not talking about Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, which we are doing. No. He has finished the whole Vedas. Cross it to the other side. But he does not know about Krishna. He doesn't know who is Krishna. Once he met Narada Muni was going to Vaikuntha. So, you're going to Vaikuntha? Yes, I'm going to see Lord Narayan. Oh, please. When you get there, ask him, am I coming back this lifetime? Ask him. No, don't ask him, just confirm it that I'm coming back this lifetime. I have studied all the Vedas. Now I'm giving commentary on all the Vedas. And it's okay, I will do it. And the cobbler also met Narada Muni. So Narada Muni, I'm going to Vaikuntha. Oh, great, please help me beg my Lord. How many lifetimes remain for me to come? So Narada Muni went. After visiting Lord Narayan, and he was about to come back. So he said, yes, my dear Lord, when I was coming, I met two of your devotees. And both of them want to hear something from you. Please, can you tell me, what should I tell them? One is a powerful Brahmana, perfect Brahmana. He knows the scriptures completely. He studied every scripture. He is now Vedas personified. Another one is a cobbler. He hardly get anything to maintenance. So both of them want to know when they are coming. So now Narayan said, tell that Brahmana he will come after 7 lifetimes. Ramani said, what if they call 100? Krishna said, no, now. Huh? Why? How is that? This illiterate person, what does he know about you? But this person, he has studied everything. He's perfect. He's leading the whole society. Lord Narayan said, yes. Yes. That Brahmana after 7 lifetimes. The cobbler now. The Muni said, please, I need purport. So Krishna said, you will understand it when you get there. I will give you one principle. They will ask you, when you met me, what I was doing. Tell them, both of them, that you met me, I was threading the eye of a needle with a cow. Tell them, you get your answer. So Narayan is okay. So he came down. The first of all, he met the Brahmana. The Brahmana, oh Naradaji, yeah, welcome. You got there? Yes, I'm coming from there. We met my Lord. Yes, it's confirmed, I'm coming now. And the Muni said, unfortunately not. Ah, why not? Anyway, I have a doubt that you met him. Because he knows us will be coming by now. He knows. Anyway, when he met him, what was he doing? Then the Muni said, amazing pastime I saw. What did he do? I saw the Lord was putting the cow through the eye of a needle. Ha! Impossible! Yes, he didn't go there. Do you understand what a needle? You know, and a cow. Do you know? Forget it. So the Muni went to the cobbler. The cobbler, so humble, offered obeisances. And after betting, and Narada Muni's feet were tears from his eyes. So he asked, did you meet my Lord? He said, yes, I met him. I know my Lord has so many pastimes. Which one did you meet him doing? Oh, amazing. He was treading the eye of a lady with a cow. He fainted unconscious. Then when you look at him, when he regained consciousness, did you believe that? Do you understand what it means? The question the Brahmana asked him, now he's asking the cobbler, did you understand needle and the cow? He said, yes. Do you agree that he can do that? Yes, why not? Why? The cobbler said, see this banyan tree. The Lord hid it in a very small tiny seed. And if we hold millions in a hand, it will not be shown. But see, from this, see this mighty thing. So what is impossible for him to do? Then I'm going to say, thank you.
Very good.
Now I got my answer. That you are going back to Godhead now. Then he told him, the Lord said you are coming back now. This lifetime, you go back. So we have so many pastimes of great philosophers who are not devotees. But we see there's so many simple people who are devotees of Krishna. Their devotion attracts the Supreme Lord. We don't have eye to see, so we see externally. Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, if you mistake a sadhu for ordinary person, or you mistake ordinary person for a sadhu, he will suffer because he's so ignorant. He will know. Unless one associates with devotees, one cannot learn the science of Vasudeva or dedicating one's life to Vasudeva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In India, the principle of this science we follow strictly. Even 50 years ago, I saw that in the villages of Bengal and the suburbs of Calcutta, people engaged in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam daily. When all the activities ended, or at least in the evening before going to bed. Is it happening now? Is it happening now? Is this happening now? And people are hearing Bhagavatam now?
In this place.
Only ISKCON. Only few, not all ISKCON, but only few. Now, in people with radio, right? They have radio to hear Krishna Katha from Narada Muni. To hear nonsense news. War in Baghdad, war in this place, war in that place, this was so crime, this is so crime. So, before, in some country, before a child grows to 5 years, that child has been exposed to thousands of horrible movies. What do you think is the future of that child? You want to chant Hare Krishna tomorrow? Huh? No. That is not the way. That is not the way. The principle is that we should invite the sadhus to come to the house and hear the Bhagavatam. This is what Nandamuni recommended. We should hear. And Prabhupada is saying that this 50 years ago this is happening, but now it is not happening. Now it's a different thing. The wife is in that room, the husband is in this room, the daughter is here, and the son is there. What are we doing? Computer. Computer have divided a family. Is it not?
Yes.
Is that civilization? Is that Grihasa life? Is that Grihasa life? No. So why do we allow that? I'm not talking about non-devotees. Devotees are doing the same thing. What is our interest in Krishna consciousness as a householder? What is our interest in Krishna consciousness? Many devotees are still feeling we are envious of karmis. Envy. Many, I'm talking about us. I'm not outside. I should talk about us. We are very, very envious of karmis. How is that? If I'm not in Krishna consciousness, I should have been. Is it not? I should have been there by now. Where is that? Where? A big sinner. Is it not? That's a big sinner. I should be on top of sinful life now. But Krishna consciousness will not allow me to do this. So our interest in Krishna consciousness is going down. We are minimizing what Krishna has given to us for sense gratification, which is available for all species of life, and not only human beings. Sense gratification is available for all species of life, even better than human beings. Animals will rent a house for their wives. Huh? Do they do that? They have to struggle. Now in India you have one child. Why? Why do you have only one child? What's the reason?
Too expensive.
Too expensive. Animals have that as problem. The pigs, 12 children at a go. 12, 24. Do you have any tension? The human being with all our big qualification, one child is enough. Degradation. That is not a householder life. A householder is different. Householder means what? Our house is not just a block like other houses. The deity of Krishna is there and we are fully busy worshipping Krishna the whole of our life. That's a householder life. I visited one householder's house. They invited me, so I went there. So Maharaj, arti. Okay, let's have arti. And they brought out the conch shell. 2 cockroaches were running out of it. What does that mean? Huh? I'm not been worshipping. You want to make a show, Maharaj has come to the house. You want to make a show now. That's householder life. Another house. So I also went. So I was sitting in the temple room. They asked me to sit there. They took me there. So I was sitting there. So I was looking at the floor. It was clean that very day. It was that day that was clean. So when they came inside and I pointed and I see this place have not been clean for a long time. it is today, it is clean because I'm coming. He cried. He was crying. They didn't invite me to their house again. It's okay. It's okay for me. I cannot see wrong thing and keep quiet. It's against my nature, and nobody can change it. If I see wrong thing, I will say it. Not for me, it is for you, and I must do my duty. How you take it, that is a problem, but I must do my duty. So, properly speaking, I'm not speaking, properly speaking, Christian is speaking, Rajamundi is speaking, the principle for a householder. Yes, we have many things to do. All the many things to do that we have to do and we should do, we'll be able to do them perfectly if our Christian consciousness is strong. I told one devotee one day, you see what we're doing? Krishna gave you this car. It is Krishna who gave you this car. Now you have abandoned Krishna who gave you the car. You are running with the car in the street to make money, but you have forgotten the person who gave you this car. And this person has the right to take it from you at any time, and you cannot do anything. So, you talk nonsense. He went outside, he didn't come back. He had a sitting with the car, he didn't come back in the hospital. Did you see me in the hospital? He didn't come back with the car. If you have listened, yes. I didn't say you should not go. First of all, take care of the person who has given you this car. Then you can go ahead with it. No, I don't have time. What? The person who gave you the car. You don't have time for him. You have time for yourself. Okay, you go. He didn't come back. He didn't remember that somebody told him this. Bhagavad classes were held in every village, and those people had the advantage of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes everything about the aim of life, liberation or salvation. This will be clearly explained in the next verses. Hare Krishna. Comment, question?
You told us 𝐶𝐤𝐴𝐺𝐸 cooked meat. Can you please explain these things?
I said he's inviting people to come and hear Krishna Katha from him. And these are materialistic people. So for them to come and hear, what should I do to bring them to come and hear about Krishna consciousness? If I'm making meat for them, they will come to hear. So he did, to bring people to hear Krishna Katha. The purpose is to hear Krishna Katha. Whatever to bring them to hear, I will do it. That is the principle. And he did. He got people who will not come to come to Krishna. He brought them to come and hear. They came and heard. So he planted the seed in their heart. So the meat they ate is nothing. The Krishna consciousness that he has planted, he was proud and changed their life later on. How many people were not eating meat before taking to Krishna consciousness? How many? Many people were doing it before coming here. Is it not? Yes.
Gurudev, you said that children are using computers and it's not good for them. So what should your view would be like giving them training? Like how do we train?
Let us sit down together and listen to Mahabharata as we did before, Ramayan. Or should hear Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Properly establish that in all ISKCON temple. Bhagavatam in the morning, Bhagavad Gita in the evening. even in Hare Krishna temple, there's so many temples that are not having Bhagavad class even. We're changing Papa's movement, which is very dangerous. So let's go back to the basis, to hear the scriptures. Before going to bed, you will not have a nightmare. Because when the sound, pure sound, the Krishna's word, enter the head, and we are thinking about that and sleep. That is what it will continue, not nightmare.
Outside, the situation is there. It's a competition outside.
Let us be concerned with ourselves first, because we have the problem. We have had the fortune to come here. Let us make our life proper. Then we can help the outsiders. We have to take care of ourselves first. Do the right thing and get the blessing. Then we can face the world. If you don't have the weapon, now we're going to face them. You go outside and become a casualty. I had one friend, he was a good book distributor, very, very good book distributor. And he said himself to be very intelligent, very, very sharp. He was above all of us in book distribution. He would distribute more than all of us. Very, very fast. So he's very happy about it. I'm not just happy, very proud about it. I'm the topmost book distributor. And after some time, the people whom he had been preaching to say, my friend, you're so intelligent. Why are you wasting this intelligence? I want to make you one of my managers. Everywhere he goes, people, become one of my managers. I'll give you a position. What is your intelligence? Why are you doing this? Come to me. I will give you this position. You be second to me. As he continued to tell him like this, after some time, he started believing it. And he joined it. They didn't give him that post. He didn't know that Maya was testing him. That intelligence we are using, it is given to us by Krishna. The moment we give up Krishna, Krishna will take his thing back. We become an ordinary person. So they didn't see him like, oh yeah. That intelligence that was seeing him before was not there, disappeared because Krishna took his thing back. Krishna gave him when we join a company, the company will give us facilities to do us a job. If you resign, they will leave you with you. They will take it back. Yes. They will take everything back. What they can put on the cell phone, they will take it. So the next person they get, they will give everything to him because the person is representing them. Krishna is doing the same thing. So he became frustrated. Now he's not there, he's not here. He left his body in frustration. Why? Because we're not taking our Krishna consciousness seriously. It is our responsibility. It's a responsibility of householders to make sure we take care of our children to be Krishna conscious. Otherwise, it is a failure. It is a failure. And it is the reason why Lord Savitri said, don't become a mother. He not saying we should not get married. He didn't say we should not have children. But he's saying, you are getting to this position, it is a responsibility. You must fulfill it. So if you think that, I've had many devotees, since I cannot control my senses, let me get married. Such people are not qualified to marry. They are lazy people who do not marry. Tulsi Devi said, lazy people should not marry. Illiterate people should not marry. People are harsh should not marry. Limpless people should not marry. A poor person should not marry. In Tulsi Devi we worship every day. That is an instruction. Only a devotee should marry. A devotee who does not have all these negative qualities. So a person who thinks, I cannot control my senses, I should get married, you're not qualified to marry. Only a person who has control over the senses should marry. Because if you have a control, what kind of children are you going to bring? Are you going to invoke a second baptism for the 𝐶𝐤𝐳𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐬 Swami? If you don't have the qualification, we are going to bring Rakshasas and Rakshasis. Come and trouble us. You already have enough, you don't need more. Now we need devotees. So householders should be giving us devotees. Devotees will take care of this movement. We need serious devotees. So household ashram is not meant for lazy people. It's for people who are strong. They can control the senses.
Should we send children to school or should we homeschool them?
Best is homeschooling. The best. That is best. Even today, our so-called Gurukul is a failure. This one Gurukul is a failure, total failure. Because if we are not devotees, how are we going to make someone else devotee? We should homeschool our children. You cannot exploit your own child. You cannot abuse your own child in the house. Someone else can do it, but you cannot do it to a child. So if you are the teacher, you are not going to abuse the child. When you bring somebody who does not have feelings, he will do that demonic activity in the name of devotee. But you cannot do it to your own child. There are other exploitation which they will do, like sending our children to public school. They can have, this is an abuse. It's an abuse. We don't like them to go to temple, we would like them to go to unnecessary places. You feel comfortable to see them go to nonsense places. When they go to, why you go to temple? Why you go? No, you don't have to go very regularly. You go in Janmasana only. The other days you stay at home and watch TV. See them watch TV. What is happening? Not the other Krishna. So beautiful, so beautiful. God. Who will sacrifice this for something else? Huh? Who will sacrifice this for something else? Nothing is equal to this. Just leave. So keep this in your heart. It's life. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Guru, Hare Guru.